Deserves it. They feel very welcome here. It's awesome to have him here. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Give him a big round of applause from Quebec, Canada. Hey, Joe, can we turn...
Joe Kelly will be back here in just a moment to give you the lineup for heat race number 5. Heat race number 5 will be on the racetrack here. So again, the driver out of Drummondville, Quebec, Canada, Eric Dieslitz for Mod Light Quebec champion, taking heat race number 4. Joe Kelly, let's give him the starting lineup for another 8-lap heat race, heat number 5.
All right,
do it quick because we're coming to green.
Yeah, real quickly. Tim White in the front row, number 16. Outside of him, Eric Griggs, former winner here. How about the number 10, Aubrey Taylor out of Huffman, Texas. Charlie Brown, charging Charlie in the number 82. Then the 51 of John Priest inside of row 3. Outside of him, Bo Bass in the Chaos Motorsports entry. Then inside of row number 4, Jeff Youngblood, Jason Trethway on the outside of him. That's racing Jason Trethway. Then Corey Lovin in number 86. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Going to be 8 laps the distance. They're slicing and dicing on the start of this one. These drivers know they have got to get the positions when the green flag falls. Tim White now trying to make something happen to the inside of Bo Bass down the back straightaway. Out front, look at charging Charlie. He gets to the front. We'll call Charles in charge. He's working around the outside of Ed Griggs. Can't happen. Charles spins right in front of the whole field.
Contact. They go zigging and zagging and
Tim
slamming and
White
bamming.
involved. Bo Bass also involved in this. Wow.
My goodness. You started off with 1, and then all of a sudden, calamity.
Charging Charlie out front. Charging Charlie Brown, first one, getting the car sideways in turns 1 and 2. Track a little slick down there right now for these guys.
Yes,
they
sir.
don't have the big tires and the big horsepower to correct it, so when they get into it, they're kind of following it through. You see them looped it in front of the field. Then Bo Bass gets involved, then the number 16 of Tim White. How about that? Wow.
Under caution.
Under caution here tonight. First caution for this heat race, charging Charlie. I was getting ready to call him Charles in charge as soon as he took the lead. Ed Griggs powered through that corner. He got a little loose, too, out front. Hard racing here in this heat race. I'll tell you, one of the exciting things I'm seeing happening here with the Mod Lights tonight is the starts and the restarts. These guys know they have got to go. And here at the start of this one, they fanned out down the front straightaway, and they were racing all over the place. So just a lot of action on the start of these things. Charging Charlie. Wesley, look down there in turns 1 and 2. Charging Charlie. He's got the car back underway, the number 82.
That's right.
And he's
little damage on the left rear.
Yeah, but
not much,
nothing
maybe
major.
cosmetic. That's right.
I thought he was going to get T-boned down there, but listen, we're going to have to watch Charging Charlie. Charging Charlie, performance wiring harness, right?
Yes, sir.
We talked to him earlier. We talked to him yesterday for quite a while. Nice guy. Does a lot of the wiring harnesses for the Mod Lights. Also has a fast
All
race
the Mod
car.
Lights, for that matter.
Yep.
I mean, he's got quite a successful operation, and everybody looks up to him as well.
Yes. Performance wiring.
Is there you
Superior
see it,
race
the
cars.
clown-looking image on that car, number 82 at the tail, Performance Wiring.
Yes.
And they're a big sponsor with the Bilstein Shocks Mod Light Stars as
Absolutely.
well. I mean,
They're
if it wasn't for them, they wouldn't have the wiring done in the cars.
Well, these guys are all innovators, it seems like. I mean, a lot of the technology in these cars, these guys are building into it. But how impressive is a series like this, the Mod Light series? 2018 accomplishments, 422 weekly and national events, okay? 53 sanctioned racetracks, 15 different regions, 9 national events. The car counts 26, average 26.
Right.
So 489 different drivers, internet pay-per-view shows. This is the 2018 season was their 4th annual Bilstein Mod Light Winter National. The purse was $23,000 this year, upwards of $30,000, and they teamed with Yamaha last year. So pretty impressive for this series. I mean, just a lot of good things happen with this series right here. It's nice to see how they run it. Very structured environment, as you can tell. They're serious about tech.
Yes.
They're serious about how they drive and how they run their show. It's pretty cool. I like it. All right, out front, Ed Griggs. Ed Griggs going to fire Aubrey Taylor right there. Taylor right there.
Let's try it again, Joe.
Yeah, we're trying it. We're underway here. Timing and scoring still showing Charlie Brown in second spot, and that's not the case. How about Ed Griggs out front? Look at the number 51 car. John Priest up into the second spot. Now the number 10, Aubrey Taylor, battles back. Aubrey Taylor back to the third position. Jeff Youngblood right there to the inside of Aubrey Taylor out front. It's still all Ed Griggs. Here comes Charging Charlie and Tim White. Tim White down to the high side, down in turns 1. How about Charlie trying to follow him through now? Tim White to the inside. Going to take 2 for 1. Put him in a transfer spot.
Wow.
Here comes Charging Charlie to the high side of the racetrack. Wow, Ed Griggs and number 51 of John Priest.
Problems
and at the line.
1 car is off the pace, number 10.
No caution.
Aubrey
We're going to
Taylor.
stay green here for this one. Out front, it's going to be Ed Griggs, John Priest, Tim White up into the third spot. Man, Tim White. Whew. Wow,
What
that
a
boy
move.
is on fire here
For-
tonight. The number 89 of Jeff Youngblood trying to do something with White.
Trouble,
He's
Joe
going to
Kelly.
spin it down there in turn 1.
He did. He lost it on his own. Tim White was going all or nothing.
Wow. I'm going to tell you what.
As caution comes out again.
What do you need?
What happened to Johnson while ago? Got screwed out and started third.
She didn't get screwed. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of action up here tonight. All right, Ed Griggs out front, John Priest, Tim White. Tim White involved in the accident early on. How about Charging Charlie right there to the outside of Tim White? 3 to go. This is going to be a race down to the finish. You see Big Mike Heath in the flag stand. Got his eyes on this crew right here because there have been some questionable starts here tonight.
That's right.
So Mike looking him over intently. Ed Griggs going to fire down there. John Priest on it with him. Tim White going to take the third spot. Charging Charlie drives in on the high side. He's going to take it deep with a run down the back straightaway. Charging Charlie.
Oh, he slipped. And look at
3
the contact.
wide.
3 wide for the transfer
Oh.
spot. Up the racetrack with 2 laps to go. Charging Charlie Brown. Up out of turn number 4. He's on the outside looking in by 2 spots now. As it's
Man.
still Ed Griggs leading to the back straightaway. Youngblood and Priest. They're
Yeah.
going to the dance. They're coming to the white this time by.
Yes, they are. Ed Griggs out front. I'm so excited, ladies and gentlemen.
it's awesome,
hollering a
Joe.
little bit here, hollering a little bit here tonight. But how about Ed Griggs out front? It's going to be Jeff Youngblood in the 89. Who's it going to be for that final transfer spot? We got 3 cars down there doing battle. Charlie on the outside. But how about the 51 of John Priest? Looks like he's going to hold on for the spot, and he does. Ed Griggs holds on for the win here tonight in the number 47. Wow. Jeff Youngblood second in the number 89. He started inside of row 4. What a charge for that driver. They were all over the place in this one. The number 51 of John Priest, that's going to be your top 3. Tim White and Charging Charlie Brown putting on a show here tonight. Man, the B-mains are going to be exciting here tonight also.
Absolutely. Heat race number 5 again. Ed Griggs in 47. Jeff Youngblood in the number 89 entry. And third going to John Priest in 51. For White, Brown, Lowe, Taylor, Bass, and Treadaway, they have to go through a B-main later tonight. Joe Kelly, one more heat race in the Bill Steen Shocks Mod Light Stars International Championship Tour, and it's Heat 6 on track now.
Heat 6, 8 laps the distance. Going to be 3 to go to the big show. On the front row, going to be Corey Babbitt out of Huffman, Texas. Outside of him, the young lady out of West Middlesex, Pennsylvania, 17-year-old 20M is the number on that thing. That's Vivian Jones. Keep your eyes on that young lady. She is a tough competitor here at Bubba Raceway Park. The number 18 of Blake Wilson out of Little Rock, Arkansas, inside of row 2. Outside of him in the 14B, it's going to be Darren Bass out of Cocoa, Florida. Inside of row 3 in the number 77, it's going to be Larry Hubbard III out of Naples, Florida. Outside of him in the 117, Kevin Boucher-Carrier. Now here we go. Green flag in the air. Let's see what the Canadians can do here tonight. Final heat race. Vivian Jones trying to make a charge on the high side. Look at Darren Bass back there in the 14B. Darren Bass in the 14B. Blake Wilson in that number 18 car trying to hang on to that spot. Out front, Corey Babbitt in the 12 finished second last night in the Champions race. Can he hold on for a win here tonight? Man, what a drive down low for the number 14B of Darren Bass. He tried to make the move on the 18 car, Blake Wilson. Blake Wilson powered back down the back straightaway and took the spot back.
Joe Colley off of turn 4. Babbitt out in front.
Oh, down there.
Oh, my goodness. Is that Kevin Boucher-Carrier?
No, it is not. It's the 14B of Darren Bass. He is going to be disappointed here. This is his home track, Bubba Raceway Park, and he loops it down there in his heat race here tonight. Keep your eyes on this driver. Could see a charge from the rear like we did in the last heat race.
Well,
here
Joe,
tonight.
he was on the outside looking in the third, in fourth. Darren Bass in that 14B from Cocoa, Florida.
Yeah, Cocoa, Florida.
Cocoa, Florida.
Well, one of the things I'm noticing here, Wesley, I kind of pay attention to what's going on here. We see our skid steer working his way out into the track down here.
Yeah.
So watch what's going to happen.
When the caution comes out, they kind of pull it.
Well, I think they're going to move that tire down here.
Yes, in turn 4.
They're going
for those that are watching on Flow Racing, they're pushing the Euchre tire out of the way.
They're pushing it down. They're opening the track up a little bit. Now, what's happening down here in turn 1? What we're seeing drivers do is trying to diamond off this corner down here. And what's happening is they're driving in too hard, and that's the same thing that just happened to Darren Bass.
Joe, let's talk. They reconfigured this racetrack. So let's talk about that.
The track is odd anyway.
It's the D-shaped track.
It's
it
not
reminds
D.
me of
it's not D. It's an egg.
Egg-shaped.
It's
an egg-shaped, like Darlington.
Yes, absolutely. It's an egg shape. And so what they did back in October, Bubba Clem and Elwood were out here, and we'll talk about this in just a minute. Well, we're going to have another lap here. So, they came out here in October, and they wanted to do something different with the track. And they opened that bottom up in turns 3 and 4 about another 18 to 20 feet.
Right.
So now we have about 60 feet down there. No, I think we have almost 80 feet and 80 feet here. And Wesley, another neat fact about Bubba Raceway Park is turn 2 is 21 feet higher than turn 4.
Wow. They've added banking to this track.
It's
banked.
Just the elevation of the track.
Yes.
It's still banked. We got a pretty good bank here.
Yes.
They have added. We've had new surface put down here over the summer, so a lot of changes here all the time. They're working on this track. Corey Babbitt out front. Vivian Jones trying to hang on to the second spot. Down low, and the number 18 is Blake Wilson, and he fires good on that restart.
Hey, that's Blake Wilson, Joe Kelly. He's out of Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
Calls I-30 Speedway in the Ditch Riverside home. They call him the 18 Show. Yes. He's battling now with Kevin Boucher-Carrier to make it in as they go to turn 1.
Kevin Boucher-Carrier trying to make it into the big show here tonight. Like to see that young man get it done. But out front, it's going to be Corey Babbitt. Corey Babbitt had a good run last night, but could not pull off the win here against that one car, James Hill.
Corey Babbitt. Turn 2. Babbitt's out in front. Joe Kelly. Jones is in that second spot. Wilson third. That's how they stay right now. Single file going to the corner.
Yeah, here comes Vivian Jones through the corner. This heat race is kind of spread out a little bit. How about the 18 of Blake Wilson holding on to that final transfer spot? The 117, Kevin Boucher-Carrier. Kevin Boucher-Carrier, a very quiet young man here in the States for the first time, and just neat to have somebody from Quebec, from Drummondville, Quebec, Canada, here with us tonight. 3 people here, a whole team with him just the Prince Racing team, probably about 15 people strong. And they're all
Awesome
here with
people.
us tonight. Yeah, awesome people.
White flag, Joe Kelly, bring him
Corey
home.
Corey Babbitt drives it off into turn 1 and 2. Vivian Jones going to follow.